Again, it reminds me of like wine tasting, right? Like when you first walk up to a wine tasting bar, I don't know if you drink wine or not, but it's like this progression of flavor they give you, right? They don't give you the big bold red wine first because that can have an effect on how you go back and taste the other subtle, more subtle flavors. So I love that you started with the conventional and you're seeing that kind of flatter flavor, less of a length. And I'm going to taste too. So just so y'all know, like we're going to do this
Yeah.
this with my variety too, but the first thing that came to mind for me when you said had a mild tanginess. So tanginess typically refers to the sourness, right? And so sourness is going to be an indication of acidity. So acidity plays a big role in citrus specifically, right? Like we know that citrus is all kind of higher on the acidity levels. So that was the first thought that I had as soon as you said the mild tanginess. I was like, oh, I wonder
Mm.
if there's a little bit less acidity. And I think it correlates directly to what you said about it tasting flatter too, because flatness always benefits from greater acidity. And we know this across like the culinary world and across the food manufacturing world. People put more acidity in things if they want the flavors to come out. So those were
Mm.
just two things that I picked up on as you went through that process of like, oh, I could totally see. And then I'm like, oh, I would love to see the nutrient analysis of the acidity levels in the two, right? Obviously, we don't have that now, but those are the kinds of things that I like really look for when I'm tasting and when people are talking about taste of how these things are showing up.